Hi, it's Davina. I'm in my gaming t-shirt, and today we're gonna cut all those shallow fakes.
I already expanded the pocket on this pair of shorts. It had a pocket that was way too small. So what I did is I added an expansion onto it. And that's the basis for the two pockets I'm going to do. What I did is I cut off the base, added on an additional part, stitched down the sides on the inside, and then did some top stitching on the outside in a hiding color so that the shorts will never quite stick up and show the little flappy part of the pocket. Is now also deep enough that I can fit a full cell phone in there and zip it shut. So that's basically the goal for any time I have pockets that are way too small, is to fit a cell phone in it. Now, these are a pair of Levi jeans. And for some reason, Levi's doesn't think that women need to put their hands in their front pockets. You know, cold fall day, not going to happen for ladies because our front pockets are only about as deep as that front denim piece, you know, that piece that has a little coin pocket. So our hands don't go down all the way in. Some people might be like, well, why don't you put your phone somewhere else? Well, okay, yeah, it'll fall right out of that front pocket, but it will also fall out of our back pockets. I mean, it's a little bit deeper, but if you are a lady and you have to pull your pants down to use the restroom, your phone is going to flop out of that. And people wonder why women keep doing things with their phones when they're in the bathroom. It's because we have to take the phone out of our back pocket anyway. So my goal for these jeans is to expand this inside lining. I'm going to cut the base off and then expand it down just like I did on that set of shorts. So I get a strip of cotton fabric. I've chosen black because I think it hides better. And I make sure that it is as wide as the existing pocket. And then I figure out where I want my cell phone to lay. I put it down and then I fold back up the fabric so that I know how big my expansion has to be. Give it a little snip and a tear, and that should be on grain the exact amount of fabric that I need to add for my cell phone to fit into that front pocket. I'm going to do it 2 times. Now, this is not something that you can do onto the back pockets. If you wanted to change the back pockets, you basically just need to make a bigger back pocket and put it over where the original pockets were. But I find expanding the front pockets a lot easier. Just snip the bottom and then add on the expansion. You will want to have an overlock machine for the edges. First, you've got to pick out the old stitching so it's free at least up to where the denim interfacing is. So slowly pick out those stitches and free it up. Now that I've got both sides free up to that grommet right there with my seam picker, my seam ripper, I'm going to cut the base so that it's nice and straight. I'm also going to trim off the extra threads. Now this pocket had an angle to it, but I'm changing it to straight on the bottom. Here we go. Same thing for the other side. I picked it to the grommet. Now I'm going to cut off the pocket lining straight as I can. And now I'm going to stitch on with my overlock machine and then top stitching the expansion. So I will stitch it so that the raw edges are serged together towards the inside of the pant leg and not towards the inside of the pocket. And then I will top stitch it down for stability. Now, once I have stitched the expansion onto that pocket lining, I'm going to restitch it just as the original was done. So that means stitching it on the inside of the leg, which is going to be free and loose, and then on the outside of the leg, I'm going to overlock stitch and then turn it right side out and then top stitch down again. I'm not going to do it in a matching yellow thread because I don't happen to have a matching yellow thread, but I'm going to go with a dark thread that's just going to blend in, top stitching that down. And that's going to keep the pocket from flopping around and will hold it going down the leg so that I won't end up with the poor man's rabbit ear pockets sticking out of my pants legs. So here I am in my newly pocketed jeans, and yeah, I can totally slip my phone into the front. Now, why did designers not do this for women's jeans? Well, yeah, having this big boxy thing sticking out of your behind or on the front of your leg, not very convenient, but man, I really want to keep my phone with me without having to carry a purse. Now, on this set of slacks, it has what looks like pockets on the front, right? That would be nice and handy. No, it's fake. That is a fake pocket on the front. So I'm going to add on a pocket, attaching it to the placket that they had originally there, and then slicing open the false opening to actually be a real opening. Now, these slacks were work slacks of mine when I worked banquets in a hotel, and I would often need a hotel key to get into the ballroom and the banquet halls and things like that. So I didn't really want to have my cell phone on me, and in these pants, that boxy, bulky thing on the front of my leg would have been very obvious. But it would have been nice if I could have, kept the hotel keys in there, which nowadays are usually cards. Maybe at some point I want to go out in nice slacks and just have my credit card and my ID on me and not have to worry about leaving behind a purse. So I'm going to make these pockets just deep enough that a couple cards could fit into the pocket, nice and slim. And then this one, I match it up with the bottom part and the upper part. And I'm going to make 2 of those. Same as before, only now I'm having to use my knowledge of how those previous pockets were made to attach them to these fake inside pockets. So I'm going to overlock stitch the top and bottom of the pocket. Then I'm going to overlock the sides. Then I'm going to do some top stitching. And then I'm going to have to do some very careful slicing on the inside of the fake pocket. Here I am wearing the slacks with the now existing pocket, and I can slip a couple cards in there. Now you'll notice that there's black showing on the inside. I couldn't use the lining that they had originally in there, so I just did a little satin ribbon to cover on the inside. And that's how I turned a fake pocket and 2 small pockets into actual real pockets that can really hold real things. I hope you enjoyed this sewing basics skill. If you enjoy these sort of videos, just do all that clicking stuff that everybody tells you what to do. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.